Hello everyone, Renier Games here, and we're back with another Planetbase episode. This is then episode 16, and in the last episode we did finish this area here, as well as we did get some visitors, like a big raid. And we kind of lost a lot of citizens, and I have a feeling we are actually getting hit by a poor welfare then due to that. And also I got a comment in the last episode explaining what we were losing people from, and that was actually lack of oxygen, and that could actually be from, for example, people wandering too far to get to build and then go back, so they actually ran out of oxygen. So that is why we were losing random people from time to time. And so what we're going to be doing in this episode is, of course, we're going to be improving, which we always are, but we're going to be trying to see if we can start getting a lot of colonists now, as well as building everything that is required in all of these domes. At least that's the plan. And why are you needing aid? Combat wounds, yeah. That is because we got so many invaders here. So I think one of the main things we should really focus on is getting more guards. As we only have 5 guards now, and I don't think any of them are even armed. So I think maybe we should turn off visitors for a little while. And of course I did disable these ones, and that is due to that raid we had. And I guess we open one of them if there lands a trade ship here. So I'm gonna just speed up stuff, and hopefully the welfare is gonna go better now that we're not constructing anything, so they don't need to carry too much. At least that's what I'm hoping. And then also we're I can see the food isn't going really much up. It's kind of like staying stable now. Of course, what could be a thing is that we did lose around 13 people or something, so it might be raising a little bit because we're suddenly 13 down. But I think we would need to get some more food. But I don't want to make too much starch. As I kind of want to have a little variety of other foods here. So we don't produce too much starch and fill our inventories. And also it was recommended in the last video to make sure that all the meats are a little variant. So we're going to have 2 with cow, and we're gonna have 2 with pork, and then 2 with chicken. So we have a little variety here too when it comes to the meat. And let's see, a trade ship, and it does have some robots and so on, but we're just gonna dismiss it for now. I'm really just hoping that everybody gets a lot more happier, and if not, then we're gonna have a problem. I have a feeling that one thing that could be a potential problem is that we don't have too many carrying robots, and therefore the colonist needs to be the one carrying, and that doesn't make them happy when they need to carry around on stuff. So maybe it would be a smart idea to open up a new one to make carrying robots, like we have 2 building carrying robots. Of course we're not making too much of this, so maybe we should fire up 1 more of these. As we are getting a lot more metal. And the bioplastic is also being constructed here. And right now I'm not having any tasks where they actually need to put... Okay, I do have a little here that needs to be put bioplastic in. But after that, there's nothing really being constructed. And these are kind of off anyway right now. So there's not going to be any tourists coming here, so there's nothing being produced here, so there's not going to be too many colonists hanging around in this area. Maybe just to go get a little bit more luxurious beds. And somebody might be going here for work as this guard, which in a way is a little negative if all the guards are on that side, because they like working there more and not staying here. Of course I have this one on more higher priority for now, but yeah, kind of want it to be a little mixed. And another trade ship there. They're not giving up. Of course, he has some nice stuff. So what we could do is we could give some medical plants. And take a little of you, a little of you. Oh, you have guns too. Huh. What could we sell? To get a few guns. Oops, that was apparently too much. Guess that is the most we can trade, unless I do take 2 away, give 2. 2 away, give 2. And I 1 away and give 1. Okay, that would hit perfectly. Of course, we're a little less on medical plans, but we're gonna gain that very quickly. What did I do? Oops. There, and that's gonna give us 10 bioplast, 10 metal, and then 3 guns. Which would be very, very good right now. Because I'm gonna go check here, and yeah, 6 of our guards is armed, and we have 7 of them. Wait, we have 7 guards? Ah, apparently we've gotten some colonists without me noticing. Okay, so they're gonna be filling up this one, and then we get a little bit metal and a little bioplast that we can then start using on, hopefully craft some more carrying robots. That is gonna hopefully bring up the welfare, so they don't need to be carrying around on stuff. Okay. I can see the food is still actually dropping, and that could also be because maybe we had more biologists before, and is slowly losing a little bit. Could perhaps be like there's not enough biologists to make all the food, and that we don't want. We just need to wait a little bit more and see how everything is gonna go. And we lost another robot. Yay. However, for drill robots we have 1. Only have 1 left. There, 2. And there's so much starch everywhere. Starch madness. That is the reason why we're not firing up this one yet, is because there's just too much starch anyway, so no need to overdo it. Let's just see how our welfare is going, and it's still staying at poor. How we're gonna be improving that is a good question. Of course, robots do improve welfare, but the question is, are we making robots? Incoming transmission. It's gonna give us some prestige, so we're just gonna allow them to come. They're gonna be landing there, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open 1 starport here. Of course, it's not very guarded, but I think we have 1 guard or something that likes to apparently stay here. Okay, apparently we have 3 guards here, so apparently this place is almost the most guarded place we have, even though it is the least trafficated one. Well, okay. Can you people get happy, please? I'm trying to mix the meals so you guys can have different variety of meals, but it's not as easy as I was hoping. I wish there was like a button we could press to select what they will make, so we can maybe make basic salad and pasta or something. But you can't apparently select what will be made in the meal maker. So that's a little annoying. Okay, and let us see. We have a lot of metal, and we actually have more metal than bioplastic. That's actually rare. And stuff is still outside here. Great. I think actually we should try get a few bit more biologists in and then focus on guards, so hopefully we don't get any invaders. And I am by choice not building anything more right now. And that is to hopefully get the morale up and then focus a little bit more on building robots. As they are already constructing 3 robots here. 2 carrying ones and then 1 drill. And this one seems to be very close to its expire date too, the drill bot. Sadly. But I think carrying robots is very important for the morale. And construction robots aren't super important because we won't be constructing that much all the time. So our engineers can handle that. I wish there was just a way to see what is affecting the morale right now. It could be maybe there is some charts, colonists. There's a lot of different charts, but yeah, we can see the food is going down. The production of food is going down, and also the meals are then going down. And that could also be because maybe we lost a lot more biologists, so they're actually not being able to keep it up. So that is something we need to keep track of. Of course, the oxygen goes up, but that's because the population went down a little. So that could be the reason why we're losing so much food, is because we don't have our biologists around, as we lost many of them. Doing some services here. That's cool. Okay, so that could be the reason then. Seems like we've got 1 carrying robot and now another type of robot. Very good. And I do not believe we are making any guns now, but all our guards seems to be armed now because we have actually 2 guns in the storage. So that's at least good, as we want all our guards to be armed. Just in case we were to be invaded. And how is our power? Seems like we're doing good by power now. I don't seem to see any collectors being depleted, which is good. And there's a sandstorm, so we're just gonna speed it up because we don't care. And when it came to laser, I think, yeah, this one is kind of in the risk zone of getting hit by meteorites, but the chance of that happening is so slim, so we're just gonna take that risk. Okay. I can't really seem to see any improvement in their health. No, I mean happiness. It's like this is like the max they get, and then no more. So that is something we really need to look into. Because it does drop, but it's like it stops there. Is it like they're missing... like they would want to have more training stuff? Or is it like... as you can see, like he is on the treadmill here. Okay, apparently I can press on him. But he didn't get happy. Of course, it gets a little more happier now. And there is a few colonists that are not suffering from it. But that could maybe be they have actually gotten to eat a little more varied food selection compared to others. It could be that is the reason. I'm not quite sure. Let's see on this engineer. He's going to the bunk. Okay, we don't want to follow her everywhere. We're trying to make them more happy. The question is just how. I think one of them is more robots, but we are making robots, but it does take some time to make robots. So you can see there's a lot of carrying when they need to carry food and so on. And I could imagine that doesn't make them happy at all. And that's understandable. That's why we want a ton amount of carrying robots. Okay. And let us see, in a way, should we have more drill robots? Of course, it's important to have drill robots because that is the stuff that's giving us the ore. So we can actually make metal. And let's see, the welfare has gone up to decent. Could it, like, it's very hard to say what could help. Colonist has died and we got a meteor strike in the bedroom. Okay, that is great. Just great. We just lost 6 more people. Because nobody was at work. So we were totally... Yeah, we have dead people in here. Okay, that I didn't expect. Okay. Great. And a trade ship, and you had to land there. Yeah, I'm gonna dismiss you. Okay, so people died in here. And he's just gonna go back and sleep in there. That ain't good at all. Why weren't nobody at work? Could be that I'm lacking engineers. And then we have intruders too, like, come on. It's like everything is working against us at the same time. So we're gonna sound red alert. That doesn't mean you should be running towards them and trying to fight them. Because that is very smart. Because here comes a guard, but... yeah, we're kind of losing people like flies. Not good. And the guard is down. And they are very smart over here. What is going on? Ay, ay, ay. We are losing people like flies. That red alert thing is not the smartest. They are actually meant to actually be trying to defend the base. But in return they're just standing and getting shot at like some lunatics. And where is my guards? Okay, there the guards are coming, like after half of the colony has died or something. Very good. Very good. This is not good. Okay, so we lost even more biologists and yeah. Biologists, we lost 2 more engineers, which is the ones that are actually keeping lasers operational. Guards, we lost more guards. This is not going in our favor. Not at all. I think we need more biologists, of course, but we also need to focus on guards. And 10% on engineers. I think we need to do it like that, but that is just great. I'm trying to go to 300, but everything is trying to push us down. Darn it. Of course, our welfare didn't go down, but it's just that risk of always getting those visitors. So maybe we should turn off this one, because we just have had bad luck on this side. Until we get more colonists. And then we're just going to have it here, but we're also going to be turning off traders. We're only going to have colonists now. And we're going to be focusing on that. And of course we should turn off the alarm. So just press here and then no alert. And why aren't they picking up this stuff? Okay, let's put it on full speed. And now there will only be work going on here. Of course, when I think of it, what we could do is we can, to preserve power, we can actually start turning off certain things. Like, we can turn off this, turn off. They can still pass through it, but it won't be used for anything. as we're just turning off this side of the base. So no colonists will actually be wandering down here. I'm actually going to be turning off this part too, so the guards will just go up here. Like, we have this prepared and everything, and it will be working whenever we are ready for it. But for now then it won't be working, because it will be wandering down here to do some services. As you can see, these really need some service. But other than that, there won't be anyone going down here. So then we have a little control over that. Okay, and then we're just gonna be focusing here. Like, I think we maybe went too fast over here. So this has costed us like over 20 and more colonists, because we haven't had enough guards to protect. So that turns off, and then we're just focusing here. Getting more colonists, very good. And yeah, we're having it on 50%, and then 10% on engineers, and then 40% on guards. Medics were still fine with 5, so that's okay. And let us see. Maybe what we could do is just make one more of those. And then maybe one more guard post. Like so. So we're ramping this one up a little bit. Just trying to look on general on people, and the morale of them seems to still be a little low on certain people. Don't be any more intruders, please. Yeah, biologists. Thank you. Just start producing more food. Okay, incoming transmission. Normally I would say yes, but now we're gonna say no, because we just want more colonists coming in. It's sad to have this place turned off though, as all the connections do use power too, but that's just a risk we have to, or a cost we need to take. Okay, so we're starting to get a lot of resources, and that's good. And the starch is maybe going down. Let's see if there is a... No, there isn't one for... Oh, okay, there is. Oh, that's cool. So actually, I could turn off all of them. And then I could go here, and then we can see visitors. Don't tell me there's more visitors coming now. Intruders. Bots. The last 7 days, it seems like. Workers has been dropping, biologists has been dropping, as you can see. We're up to almost 60, and then it's just been dropping like, yes, hot cake. We lost a medic too, it seems like. Some guards has been lost. Workers too. So if we're just going and looking here, the past 7 days we have had a little losses when it comes to colonists, but hopefully we'll get this graph to go, or the chart to go up here again. And we have some more. I'm just looking out that there's no purple. Okay, there we have the purples. Can I figure out where the... Always intruders. Let's see if we can not lose anyone this time. Intruder has been killed. We lost one worker. Intruder has been killed. Colonist has died. Okay, we lost 2 colonists. And intruder has been killed. Okay, so we lost 2 people there. And a lot of people losing morale. Great. Wait, there was another one. Don't lose anyone more, please. Darn it, we lost another worker. Oh, come on. Okay, so we're gonna turn off the alarm. I'm always too slow with the alarm because I'm just... Okay, where's the bottom? And then I freak out, and then they're already attacking. Okay, Maybe an approach that I'm thinking of is maybe we shouldn't put it on red alert, because the guards will still respond, while I think if it's not a red alert, people will maybe start running away. Maybe that is the smartest move, apparently, because they don't seem to be fighting back very much. It seems more that they stop up and allow them to shoot them, which is very smart. Very smart indeed. Let's go see here. The welfare is on poor. It wants to go higher, but doesn't get to. And our prestige is at 457, which is very good. Okay, so we're just gonna hope for more colonists and try not to go red alert. And now that we're focusing most of our guards to be in this area, hopefully they will stay that way. As if we look over here, there is totally nothing happening here. No colonists going down here or anything. Maximum they're going down here. But here is everything to keep them happy anyway, so nothing to worry about. In a way, maybe we could make a small training area here to just complete this one. So they have a little bit more stuff to do down here too. Just gonna make these like so. And then some water fountains. Like so. And can we feed in some plants somewhere? Yes, we can. Like so. And then can we fit into some TVs too, so everybody is happy. Okay, this is gonna be the big TV room, because apparently we can fit in extremely many TVs. Okay, this is what you can call the TV room. And then just because we can also have a TV on that side. The big TV room. Yes, so this is better, keep everyone happy. Whereas I don't know what could keep them happy. Okay, so of course they will be carrying down a lot of the resources, and I wish all of this was metal, that would be extreme. But a good portion of it is, so that is cool. Okay, and let's see, I'm just gonna check how many guards are now armed. I need to press here. Because 7 out of 7 guards are armed, so that is at least good. Very, very good. I'm just trying to think, like, is there anything else that could improve welfare? And that's where I don't think there is anything. Of course, you could make better beds. But don't we have a few... I have a little here. But it's not getting used that much. So I don't think that's the stuff that's making them so unhappy all the time. It's just maybe us losing the colonists all the time, and maybe the food part that could be the problem. The TV room is not complete though, and yeah, all of the TVs are running the same thing at the same time. Planet news. Not very much news. People dying. That's the news. Of meteorite strikes. Because nobody is at work. You are at high risk. That's the news. Yeah, there is certainly no engineers at work. So that ain't good. But the engineers only do about 7% of our entire colony here, which is not very much, and the guards are just 5%. Because I know biologists are going to be the highest one, as we don't really need much more workers. So workers are going to stay on 0% now for a good while, or probably forever. As it's more biologists, engineers, and guards we are going to be focusing on. Of course, a few medics, but not too many. As there isn't every day people are getting injured. Of course, we should always have some in case there were to be a lot of medics getting killed by something. So we always have a few backup just in case. Yes, so yeah, been a very long waiting time now on this episode, as we're just waiting for everything to hopefully get a little bit better, making a few robots, losing a lot of colonists, but we're learning at least that maybe it was too early opening up over there. And just having this one so we can protect a little bit more compared to risking invaders from this side and then all our colonists getting murdered over here, because apparently all of them run over to just get killed at the same time. Just shows how smart the AI seems to be in this game. But yeah, we're gonna be wrapping up the episode here then, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, if you watched all the way to the end, you're just awesome as always, so a big thank you for that. And until next time, guys, stay safe and bye.